Well, the Indian flag and the French flag flying high. I'm currently on board Charles de Gaulle, which is the first nuclear-powered French aircraft carrier and the flagship of the French Navy. Well, the French aircraft carrier is currently deployed on the western seaboard here in the Indian Ocean. Remember, this is an important event for the French-Indian bilateral ties, particularly their naval operational cooperation. Remember, this is Varuna, which is essentially the annual naval bilateral event that is held by the Indian and French navies. In fact, these exercises were started back in 1993 to maintain peace and stability in the Indian Ocean region. And this year is particularly significant for multiple reasons. First, of course, being the fact that India and France are also celebrating 25 years of their bilateral ties. And other than that, remember, this is a turbulent time, if I may say so, for global security as well, given the growing Chinese threats in the Indian Ocean region, in the Indo-Pacific, and at the same time, given the global security concerns in the present time. So, of course, India and France have also reiterated just a few days back. In fact, the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval met his French counterpart as well, talking about how India and France, have to cooperate when it comes to their naval bases, and also sending out a message to counter Chinese aggression in the region as well. Now, of course, this aircraft carrier is particularly significant. If I can ask my camera person to also show you the Rafale Marines. So, the aircraft carrier has a capacity of 22 Rafale Marines as well to carry them. And remember, over the past few years, China has invested in at least 17 ports in East Africa, giving it pretty much a very strong and robust presence in the Western Indian Ocean as well. So, of course, China's presence in the Indo-Pacific has been growing. So, of course, this Indo-French naval cooperation and operational cooperation is particularly important when it comes to that. And now, remember, these exercises are just comes months after India deployed P-8Is to Reunion Island to undertake joint patrols in the Indian Ocean region as well. Now, as far as Varuna is concerned, now this event, just to give you a sense of what was witnessed in this particular event. Now, remember, as far as India is concerned, what represented the Indian Navy? So we, of course, had indigenous guided missile stealth destroyers, and of course, Charles de Gaulle represented the French Navy. Of course, extensive maritime operations were conducted, and at the same time, surface level firing, and other than that, other maritime operations, extensively high intense maritime operations were also conducted. As far as Varuna is concerned, airstrikes were also conducted. Now, remember, Charles de Gaulle has been coming to the Indian Ocean. It's, as I was mentioning, 25 years of the Indo-French bilateral ties also being celebrated. So, of course, an important milestone, and that is something which is shown here with the proximity between India and French navies is exemplified as these flags fly high. Remember, this was a 5-day event, and it assumes particular importance given the global security concerns at the moment. In Goa, on board Charles de Gaulle, with camera person Praveen Vedant for NDTV.